I make this motherfucker bad.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. Think about it. Today's Wednesday, then tomorrow's Thursday, then Friday. So think about our episode as the middle of the week, like, or the podcast. So, speaking of the podcast, it's me, your host, Ale, of your favorite Wednesday podcast, Sin Vergüenza, Without Shame. And so today I'm going to keep it hot with you guys. Right now we are in the middle of moving. We're in the process of all that. So honestly, it's been hard for me to juggle the podcast, juggle work, juggle finding this home. Like, there's so much things on my plate right now. Going out to go look at these couples, there's so much. So right now, you guys may have noticed we haven't really had any guests recently. Yeah, we've had here and there, but what I'm trying to do right now is I'm really trying to put my energy into getting this place. So so I'm taking a moment on looking for guests. I am peeping people. I'm trying to see who I want on once we're officially, like, settled, and I have more space for more on my plate. Because it's not only trying to figure out stuff with people's schedules, it's not only trying to see what this person would be like and what they'd be down to talk to about, and learn a little bit about them and what they do. And so right now I'm kind of relaxing on it for a bit. I'm still gonna give you guys the content that's, like, funny out there. So hopefully with this still, like, chilling down for a bit, you guys are still here for the ride, so I appreciate it. So today obviously I will be joined by Mr. Anonymous.
I'm here.
And I don't know what you're doing to your eyeball, but so guys, let's just start it off with this. On that note about me saying that I'm looking for these places and everything, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how most of these places are racist. Not to people, though. Not to people. Let's talk about how in this day and age, there's a lot of racists, like a lot of places don't want certain animals. Certain breeds, to be exact. And
Rangy, to be exact.
And so my man's been really butthurt about this, really upset, because, his son is a breed that they're racist to. Although he could honestly probably pass for a lab. We've been told this a lot. Even the veterinarian asked us, like, is this a lab? He is not a lab. He is a pocket pit. So with that being said, I think it's really hard right now to find a place only because of all these restrictions. Like, people are down to have animals, but they're like, you could have whatever the fuck you want as long as it's not a pit bull, as long as it's not a boxer, as long as it's not those dogs that are categorized as the violent ones. Meantime, it's like you could have one of those, what are those big ass dogs my uncle wanted that are fucking huge? It's not a Doberman, or is that what he wanted?
There's Dobermans. They're tall but skinny.
Like a Beethoven dog, big and fluffy.
Oh, a Chow Wow? A Chow Chow?
Really? That's what those are? Like, the dude that I sent you the picture that was like the size of a gate. Basically, guys, I've seen dogs fucking huge. Like, they will stand up to me and be way taller than me. And they'll accept those guys because they're fluffy and cute. But meantime, you have my son, who's a small little black dot. Literally. Like, he is just like a little shadow. And it's like, people are racist to them. And so, yeah, going back to that, my man's been really butthurt about it. And he's just been, pissed about it, basically, too. But I found this subject that I want to tell you today because it's very interesting, like, what's going on here. So the UK government has officially banned XL bully dogs, and they're making it a crime if you have one, if you breed them, if you sell them, if you exchange something for it, if you give it to a gift, like as a gift, maybe if you rehome it, like let's say you find it on the street, you adopt it. If you anything, basically, if you have this type of dog in any type of possession or you're doing anything with it, it's a crime. So, and
That
it's like a new law. It's Dangerous Dog Acts, and it's like starting in December on the 31st, so on New Year's. That's when that's gonna be.
I feel like that's just dumb because of the fact that it's like I understand the fact that they are aggressive dogs and they do look hella scary. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, even if there's um dog patrols and shit like that, like their bites are able to go through the casting that they have on like the personnel's, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like the body
Like the
armor of
dog,
them.
the cop dog.
Yeah, no, like XL bullies or even even just pit bulls and dogs like that in general. They have such a strong bite to them. But it's like I said, it's just how you raise your
That's what I was
animals.
gonna say. Like, um, so I think it really is super duper true how your animals are just like you, and they have the same characteristics as you, act the way you do. Like, they really are just like you. So when it comes to like when people say like, oh, we don't accept this breed or this and that, it's like, bro, like you're not gonna accept my pit bull who's very quiet, potty trained, loves to play, loves to cuddle, but you'd rather have this little fucking chihuahua who runs up to people, bites their toes, won't shut the fuck up day and night, shits and pees all over somebody's house over my pit bull. And it's kind of like children. Like dogs and animals are literally the exact same shit. You have to sit there and take care of them, watch them, feed them, love them. If not, they're bitchy. Like, they're bitchy.
Well, I mean, it is true though, but
So it's like the same thing. Like, what you're gonna tell me? Like, oh, if your kid, okay, I'm not gonna go that far, but like, it's like it's
no, I'm gonna take it that far because he is my kid. If
okay.
your kid doesn't shut the hell up, get him the hell out of the apartments because I could hear him to the other side.
So it's like it's kind of insane how they're making it like a whole fucking thing to where it's like, no, now you guys will be charged. So it's like what is gonna happen to the people that already have those dogs and like they've had them since puppies? Let's say this fool's like fucking 12, 13 years old and he's a little old guy now. What, like,
Put his ass down.
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna put them down. The people gotta move. Like, that's kind of messed up, and it really doesn't make sense to me. Like, how people can say no to certain types of dogs. I think like if you don't even give them a chance, like, okay, if you see that they're tearing up the place or if you hear that they're getting aggressive with people, like, okay, I understand that, but the fact that you don't even know the dog and you're just like, nope, instant no.
Well, I think it's understandable in the circumstance because it's like I understand you might as well just take that step to prevent anything from happening.
But any dog can be
But
aggressive though.
yeah,
Like,
that's what I was gonna say. But any dog can be triggered to that point where it's like even a human, you get bugged enough, like you will get pissed off and go
like
off.
I've seen like dogs that are known to be like, I guess like dogs that are basically not pits or bullies or anything like that, and I've seen them get aggressive and I've seen them bite people. There's like freaking mutts. Like, there's all kinds of mutts out here and you hear what they do, or there's mutts that don't even act like that. So it's like, like what if my dog doesn't even look like a pit bull and he's mixed with like a fucking, like, I don't know, a poodle and pit, and you don't even know he's part pit bull.
Well, I mean, it's crazy, but even like here, like around the house, whenever we go on our walks and shit, we see a bunch of like homeless, like big dogs, or even dogs that just get out of their yards
Big
and they're
ass
just
dogs,
roaming the yard.
decent sized dogs.
And like the big ones are the ones that are like less violent, less
They look
fucking.
more scared.
Yeah, they're
Like, they
more
don't
like
really like go up to people.
yeah, like they'll go up to you sometimes and like let you pet them and stuff, and then the little dogs will go up to you and like try to bite you and shit if you get too
And
close. And it's like,
like
what the
look
fuck,
at you
bro?
all mean and shit. Like, why are you on my head? Like, calm down. Fucking, I forgot the Beverly Hills Chihuahua's name, but yeah. But yeah, I just thought that you would be like pretty intrigued by that because it's like the whole UK was just like, fuck them, you're out of here.
I say we should uncancel pit bulls. That should be the move this year.
I say an animal's an animal. You need to relax. Because it's like, what really today made me realize, like, damn, like, or like, I always kind of seen that, like, animals are like their owner. And it really shown, like, when you and Ranger came along, but now, especially, like, that my brother got a cat.
We got a new
And
family member, guys.
this dude literally is just like him. Like, so quiet,
White
kind of
as
just
hell,
lays there
and he's a cute ass
and
cat.
loves to sleep. And like today he was watching TV. He was watching fucking streaming videos. Like literally everything that my brother does, and it's just like, bro, like Ranger's just like my man. He's quiet, relaxed. He's minding his own business. He likes to play. And it's like with my cats, my animals, I think they're kind of like me. They don't want to be around nobody. They kind of just like to eat their food, take a nap, and they like to come to cuddle sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then it's like when it comes to my sister's animals, they don't shut the fuck up just like them. So it's like all the animals really do represent each other. Like you could kind of tell when like you could kind of see basically, yeah, like what I'm saying, you could see a person in their animal or an animal in their person. So it's like if your dog's aggressive and it acts like a little dick, I don't think it's just your dog. Like,
Ooh, hit him with the people burn.
well, yeah, because it's like people are trying to say it's because of this and that. I mean, a dog is literally, like we said, it's like a child. If you've had it since a puppy, you're raising it to be a certain way. You're teaching it to be a certain way. If you're teaching it to be aggressive in that way, like, okay, because Ranger could get aggressive. Yes, he really can. If you guys step up to us and act out of pocket, my dog will fucking murder you. So it's like, I understand, like, yeah, they can be, but if you train them to be a certain way, like that one guy you watch on YouTube with those big ass dogs and he trains them and he
Oh,
he has the biggest dog in the world or something.
Dog Dynasty. He's the owner of Hulk, the biggest XL bully.
And if you guys look up this dog Hulk,
He's huge. He's
god
been everywhere.
damn.
Like they took him to New York. He has like a gold chain. Like, and his off breeds, like they're big ass dogs too. I think
I've seen one of them climb
Kobe.
a tree before.
Kobe's the next one up. That's a little bit bigger than he is. And like it's the like he says he raises these dogs to be protection animals. Yes, they are a huge breed. Yes, they are dogs that are aggressive, but like the way you see it in his everyday life, he has these dogs around his kids
Yeah, and
since
like
like
I've seen the videos where
newborns.
like they're little babies and they're all
Yeah.
cuddling with them and it's like he has gates in his house like the doggy doors. Honestly, those fuckers can rip that shit out the wall if they
Yeah,
wanted to,
like
but they still like respect the boundary of, oh, my dad doesn't want me in the living room. I can't go in the living room.
and they're really well trained like I said like even now I think his son's like 12 and he's training the biggest dog of theirs. Like he's the one giving him the commands and stuff and this dog listens to them and they're like I said he puts them through scenarios where he'll fake break into his house to see what his dogs will do if they'll protect the people and shit like that. And then whenever he gets rid of dogs, he'll allow the people to bring them back to him, train them, and then give them back to them. Like it's a cool ass thing, and like I said, it's a protection dog if
And
you're
the dude
using it for
training
that.
them is like, I'm not judging him or nothing, but he's a small, skinny man. Like,
Yeah, he's
this fool
not
is
scrawny like he's built, but he's not like
big body built either.
yeah.
Like, these dogs can take him down if they really wanted to.
Well,
Take
yeah,
him
like I
down.
think the biggest dog that they have is like 200, 300 pounds or something like that. Like he's a big guy, and with speed and jumping on you, like he's taking
He,
down anything.
damn. So it's like, I mean, if that guy can have all these kids around, the big dogs around, I'm pretty sure he has his family around. So it's like they're obviously trained to a certain point, and it's like how you treat them. Because he also treats, like on the videos, I see him cuddling them, buying them food, treats, all the basic stuff. So it's like it's not really a matter on the breed, more like the matter of the owner. So if
I
the
feel like
UK like says that, because they put this out because supposedly a lot of people have been getting attacked, but I think it's like, okay, one, why, how are they getting attacked? Are they like not on a leash? That's one big issue. Do they escape? That's another issue. And it seems like those two so far are based on the owner. Like, why didn't you put a leash on him?
well,
Why isn't your gate closed?
I
And
don't
if you
think
know he can get
necessarily
out.
that. It's like I said, even you guys being as like neighbors to some big dogs, like just walking by, there's people they will really go over there and start like teasing these dogs, and like
Yeah,
they
I've
don't
seen.
really
I
give a
think we talked
fuck.
about it on the
Like,
podcast how last time I talked about there was these kids like shaking all the gates to scare the dogs and would like go mess with them and punch them or some stuff.
and like the
And
thing
on
is,
our street, like
these kids don't understand that some of these, like Ranger can honestly, if he wanted to,
that fool
take off running
hops
and
our
jump
wall.
that fence, like easy.
And our gate is like only our fence and our alley too. And our alley has a big ass wall. Like the wall's like what? How
like
many feet?
8 feet tall, and he can jump over that.
I can't
like,
even do that.
He can gain up speed and run up that wall real quick, but like I said, he's trained to like nothing outside of the gate. I can technically get
It's
anything
whatever's
that
in
comes
his area.
inside, and it's not allowed. Like my owners, my people in the house don't say, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
Like that one
That's
time,
done.
guys, Ranger almost fucking killed Flower because she just walked into my house like she owned the place. But once he like the thing is, he didn't even go straight for a bite or nothing. He just jumped onto her and barked. Once he smelled her, he's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
He
like,
wasn't
he'll give you
even
a
like
second.
he wasn't even like, "All right, I'm gonna fucking bite you." Like, no. And the thing is, there has been random people that will come up into the house or something, and he'll run up to them and bark. But his first instinct is not to bite. He'll more like wait for us to tell him go for it or not to do it.
Well, yeah, and like the way I feel is as soon as he notices, like, okay, you're frightened, he's like, okay, like I have the upper hand. What are you doing here now? Like, don't move, type shit, you know.
And I've had so many dogs do that to me, like while I'm working. Like I've been cornered by some guys, like, and it really is up to the owner. Like I've been literally, like I just said, I've been cornered by like what 3 dogs, big ass fucking dogs once, and yeah, they looked like they were ready to fucking kill me. But the second their owner was like, "Oh, guys, stop!" Like they were like, "Oh, hi!" Like the instant fucking mood change. Like they were their silly, goofy, playful selves.
Yeah, and I feel like an animal is the easiest
I don't know what
way.
breed they were, but they were huge.
What brand were they, bros?
I don't know, but they were huge.
But no, I feel like they're just like a parrot. Like if you hear a parrot and he's in a house where they cuss constantly,
True.
that parrot's gonna be like, "Motherfucker, bitch."
True.
You know what I'm saying? And
What do you think my parrot would say?
I feel like it's not good to put all that on the podcast because like it'd be cussing English, Spanish, French.
Okay. I think your parrot would say
Some dumbass shit. I think my parrot would have you laughing.
your parrot would be like, you should load a bowl, or I'm hungry, or
then.
I'm cold. No, your parrot would say I'm cold.
Your
Period.
parrot would over here be talking about, can you give me some water?
Okay, bitch.
Can we go get Wingstop?
True. Imagine.
Can we have Denny's?
Imagine my parrot fucking is all like, "Can we get chicken wings?" Like, bitch, hold on. Like, you cannibal. But sorry, guys, talking about annoying ass dogs. If you guys didn't hear it, these mics are good. But yeah, so UK, I don't know, man. Seems a little racist to me. We're gonna go straight to our dream segment. I'm excited to give you guys my dreams a little bit. For my second one that I had this morning, kinda. First of all, though, with this dream segment is we talk about any dreams that we've had recently or any dreams we've had in the past that stuck with us. Because as we know, our dreams are unfiltered, and sometimes we have no control of them at all unless you really try to get control. So let me go with asking you, do you have a dream this week?
No, not this week.
Okay, then I have one for both of us, and I've been so excited to say my dreams. I think I just blanked out on them. Oh, fuck.
I'm just letting you guys
Okay.
know. I told her to write them down. I told her to
Okay,
record
listen.
herself.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I'm closing my eyes, guys, so I can get the full image. This is the first dream I had this week. So with this dream, and what I've realized with most of my dreams, it's about escaping a killer, and I always escape, and I get this fool. But it's always like in some crazy ass way. So
You escape, and I always get killed by the killer. Meantime, I'm the one that fucking makes sure you get away.
okay, this is what's going down. So It was me and 4 people. Who these four? Well, no, it was me and 3 people. Who these people are, I have no clue. I see no faces. Like, I know we were talking to each other, like if we knew each other in my dream, though. So, basically, we were in like this, like, okay, you know that hotel, um, what's that one hotel that's in California? Fuck, I wish Savannah was here. She'd know this.
Hotel California.
It's that one hotel that everybody knows is like haunted because people jump out the buildings and stuff. Like, I think it's Cecil, or am I tripping?
Oh, I forgot. I know which one you're talking about.
And it's known for people to jump out the window, and I think it's still open till this day.
Okay, no.
American Horror Story made a show about it.
It's such a big thing because the last person I think that died in it, they didn't even find this like this chick's body for like 5-6 like weeks or some shit like that. It was like some absurd amount of like time that it was before they found her body, and they found her body inside the fucking water tank.
That was at that same hotel?
I believe it was the same hotel because it was that one. I know that people like, it's basically a hotel where it drives you crazy and you commit suicide within
Yeah,
it.
so if you guys also watch American Horror Story, they made a season about this hotel. So
That's the one where it had the 2 little girls, right? In the hotel, like the 2 little girls standing in the like
I'm
hallway.
not sure, honestly. Okay, let me close my eyes again. But it's not it looks like that, but it's not a hotel. It more just looks like a plain fucking building. Like, this place can be either apartments or like a storage. Like, it just looks, think about this big black building, several floors, and I just see like the corner of it, cuz in my dream all I seen was the corner of the building. So I seen 2 walls and the corner. And it was huge as fuck. At least, let's say, like 10-15 stories tall. And so somehow this guy like took us there, and we were kidnapped. And so we're over here scared and trapped, right, or whatever. And then like at one point, like, I don't know what happens, and then we somehow all escape him. So we're running, and like when we start running into these rooms, we see like some retirement homes, like in there we see like hospital rooms, like we see like playrooms, like it's just all kinds of different shit in there. But in the hallways it's all dark and scary, but then you walk into the rooms and it's just like this whole other little fucking whatever is going on in there. So
It's like Area 15, like a whole different universe within inside the doors.
kind of, but it wasn't universes. It was literally just like different things in the room. But there was so many rooms. And so at one point, like, he's chasing after us, and then we get into an elevator. So we go into this elevator, and we keep fucking with them because we're thinking about what to do. So in the elevator, we go to the first floor. He meets us up down there. Then we go to the 3rd floor. He meets us up there. Once like we see that he's coming, we just keep changing the floors. And so in the elevator, we open like these drawers that's in there, and there's keys. And there's so many keys in there, but all the keys are to open the elevator. So we're all like, let's just take all the fucking keys so he doesn't catch us and he can't get into the elevator if he can't lock us or anything. So we grabbed the keys, and there was a drawer with something else, and I forgot what this drawer had in it, but we took all of that too. So all 4 of us were in there, and we're like just like taking everything out. And so 2 of us are like, you know what, you guys stay, because for us the elevator was the safest place because we could keep it closed and we could just keep changing levels and he won't find us. So, and if we went into the rooms, we didn't know what the rooms were. So I was like, okay, me and this one chick, I was like, we're gonna go ahead and dip, and we're gonna try to find some help. You guys stay in here and we'll come back. So me and this, I just remember this girl, she was like, she had like curly hair or some shit, white curly hair. And so we're like going into these rooms, we're seeing all this different shit again, and like he sees us, so we start running and dipping. And then eventually, like, this is the weird part, like one of the doors that we open is literally, we're outside, like we're just outside already, and we see the streets. And so we're like, fuck, like, do we go back up and get them and try to make it back down here? Do we dip and try to get help? So what we did was we went to try to get help, and we run across the street, and across the street is like there's houses, but it's like those beat down ghetto houses, because like it was not taken care of. Like like on the inside it was all black, and you step outside and it's like sunny, like desert color vibes. And so like in front of the houses there's like dead landscape. All of the trees, plants, everything's dead. There's nothing but dirt, a gate, and like there's this house and it's covered by like the gates like on the side, and then like on the front of it it's just like there's trees just covering the whole door and stuff. So we end up like, I guess we pulled the phone out of our asses or some shit, because all of a sudden we have a phone and we're calling. Like, I don't know where we
You
got
guys
this
did
phone.
the GTA move.
And so I don't know what the fuck happened. And so like we meet this one person, we're like calling for help and we tell them what's going on, and then so they're sitting down on their porch and we're talking on the phone, and my friend seen the dude coming, so since she was on the phone, she went around the corner to go talk on them and then talk on the phone with the cops and tell them what was going on. And so I ended up just jumping in the bush near the person that was helping us, and like I could see the killer through the bushes. Like I just seen them right here, like where are they? And like it was like he was getting closer, like if he was gonna get me through these bushes, and like he just like kept walking by. And so yeah, and so once I seen that he dipped, I went to my friend that had the phone. I was like, yo, like what's going on? Like, are they coming? Yada yada yada. And then and keep in mind, I was kind of waking up. I woke up at least either once or twice throughout this dream, and I fucking was like, no, I forced myself. Like, I woke up and was like kind of woozy. I'm like, no, I'm going back into this fucking dream, and I'm a like
I'm gonna get my lick back.
literally. And it's so funny because every time I fucking have these dreams, I wake up and I go back in, like I'm not done yet. So I went back into my dream, and then we're here. And so yeah, and then um I was literally shitting bricks because I thought he was gonna grab me through these bushes. So I go back around with my friend and we're like, okay, like yeah, they're coming, yada yada yada. And then I woke up. Whether or not my two friends that were in the
She
elevator,
said, "Fuck them fools. They probably died and everything."
like I
We
don't know what
weren't even-
happened,
She
but it
said,
was
"I
just
lied.
so
We weren't going
weird.
back for them bitches. We left them as bait."
It was so weird because it was like, dude, like where did this fool, how did he think this was gonna go down? Like, bro, you took us to a place where there's so many people, so many rooms, the door was wide open. Like, where did he take us? Because the first place where he had us, I don't remember at all. I only remember escaping and going into the elevator.
I mean,
It's weird.
It's hard to like imagine. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was fuck. There was a show where this fool had to basically like beat everybody's ass until he got to like the top layer,
Mm-hmm.
and then once he got to the top, he won and shit. But I forgot like what show it was. Like a kids show, and it's basically like what you just made it seem like. Like every layer you guys went through was like something else, like a store, a hospital, asylum.
Mm-hmm.
But
There was a kids show like that. Okay.
not with like those levels, but like they were just like monsters that they had to beat.
Oh, okay.
And that's what you just reminded me of, like that being the whole situation where you're going through like not necessarily like doors, but like levels till you got to the bottom, you know?
It kind of was like that because we made it all the way downstairs. And so that was that dream. Okay. Are you ready for my second dream? This one's a little embarrassing. Okay. Closing my eyes again, guys, so I could really picture this dream for you.
I'm smoking a bowl, you guys, so I could really imagine it too.
Okay. So with this dream, okay, I don't know what was going on. So basically, we were like on this like, okay, you know the Avengers craft in the air? Think about that, but in the water. So we were on like this type of thing, and it was all of us like, but it looked like a cruise. But it okay, so the inside
Like a
looked like
Navy ship.
inside looked like a cruise ship, but the outside looked like. Sorry, you guys made me close my eyes, and now it got me sleepy. So it looked like the Avengers thing, but on the inside looked like a cruise ship. So it looked like still like fucking like
Armored.
armored, like as fuck. So at first we were in this cruise ship, right? And it was all of us like having dinner, like the whole family, everybody was there. We were all like having a vacation or some shit. And so like we were waiting all day to eat and stuff, and so we sat down and ate, and like we were eating like elote and like and we were eating some type of carne. And so like basically while we're eating, like I in my dream I'm like, dude, there's shit stuck in my teeth. And we had corn last night too, and it was getting stuck in my teeth. So in my dream I had corn and it was getting stuck in my teeth, and like I remember picking at it so much cuz it was getting annoying. So after dinner, like I don't know what the fuck happened, that basically the way we needed to get off of this boat was like we needed to go through the waters. So basically, like I
What?
don't know what was this dream was like pretty much all over the place, but basically four
To get
people,
off the boat, you have to go through the water.
four of the people that we had dinner with, like we put them in this like little, it's this, okay, think about a fidget spinner.
Okay.
It looked like a fidget spinner, but at every tip of the fidget spinner was a little bubble for somebody to sit down in, right? So four people get in that thing. And like, but the thing is, we were trying to escape too after dinner. I don't know what happened after dinner that we were trying to escape off the boat. So,
They were low-key not eating meat. They were eating human.
okay, probably from some scary demonic shit. But like, so these four people get into that little thing and then it shrinks. So they're like literally the size of a fidget spinner all of a sudden in this little boat. And basically, like, we send them away, like on to go to land in that little ass thing, and they have to make it there. And so what happened with me when it was my turn to go in the water, like I had like a floaty, like just a regular donut, and then like I just floated away in the water. Somehow I made it to the shore, and then like once I got to the shore, like I woke up, and then when I woke up I felt like shit in my teeth. Like I didn't have nothing in my teeth, like I really didn't, but like the sensation of it was there, like in my dream, but there was nothing in my teeth. But the sensation of it, I woke up like, dude, like I think I still have some in my teeth, but I didn't. And yeah, and so like right before I went to sleep, dude, we fucked up like some bomb ass chicken wings. Shout out to Wingstop. If I'm ever gonna really get a sponsor, it will be by Wingstop. Mark my words. Fuck the lotto meal. Actually, lotto, I love you. So not fuck the lotto meal, but watch out, y'all. I'm coming for Wingstop. But all the homegirls get Wingstop because all my bitches love wings too. And so before we went to sleep, we had the wings, and I think that's kind of why that was in my dream, like that I had shit stuck in my teeth. But I woke up with like, yo, I just ate. I need to go like
Brush my shit.
Yeah, but I didn't have nothing. That's why I was embarrassed to tell you about that dream, because you're like, bitch, we ate last night and you dreamt about eating more chicken wings. But yeah, so those are my dreams.
My thing is like, what is for you? What's more annoying to get stuck in between your teeth? For me, it's always been the popcorn.
Oh, when it picks your teeth, yeah.
Yeah, like
it
I
hurts.
could do corn, but popcorn just sucks.
No, popcorn, yeah, because popcorn hurts, to be honest. But what do you think about my dreams?
To be honest, the first one is like, damn, because you were basically running your whole dream, and I don't know. For me, it's like once I wake up out of a dream, like I can't go back into the same dream.
It's because I don't fully wake up. Like, I know I was just having a dream, so I wake up like, ooh, like, you know, when you're just like if you don't really open your eyes, you're like kind of in that doozy woozy phase. So it's like I knew what I was just dreaming about, and then I'll just go and I'll go back into it.
I mean, Charlie Killer was just like, "Come back, I'm not done with you." Actually,
No, literally.
and honestly, about having like, I've never had a dream where I've eaten. So that's just crazy to me. Like, I never. I wish I would have had dreams where like I eat one of my grandpa's steaks. Like, bro, trust me, I would probably never wake up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that just seems weird to me. Like, and then shit like in my mouth, like that would be a fucking trauma.
I swear it was so weird when I woke up. I was like, dude, like, did I eat again? Like, I woke up and I was like, bro, I swear there's shit in my teeth.
You woke up and there was a fucking new bag of Wingstop right next to you got last night type shit.
Yeah, if I sleepwalk and somehow end up at Wingstop, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be mad that I didn't remember that I ate that food.
She gonna be mad at herself. Like, bitch, you couldn't save me one.
Literally, like, for real. I didn't even get to taste it.
Fuck, but damn, I felt like your dream was gonna be more embarrassing. Like, that's not too bad.
I was like, the thing that had me so fucked up when I was in the bush and he was looking at me, I was like, I'm about to die. Like, I was really like, fuck, I'm about to die.
Whenever I get to that situation, like in my dreams,
And I got, wait, sorry. And I got like the feeling like the person that whose house we were in was trying to snitch me out. Like, I got that feeling. It was like literally just a feeling like, don't trust this fool. Like, he's gonna snitch you out right now. And that's why he's getting so close, because he's pointing you out.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
I could sense shady bitch shit from a mile away, I guess.
she said, I can But
That's
no,
why you get killed.
in my dreams, like whenever that happens, I usually like
You're such
jump
a bitch.
out. I usually just like boom. Like for me, it's always try to like knock him down and then fucking dip. Like
Nope. I was in my bush in a ball, just praying to God.
my lady was out here camping on like on some Fortnite shit.
Okay. It worked. But yeah, so that was our dreams. My dreams. Told y'all I would come back to y'all with some good shit, and yeah. So take it as you may. But yeah, so that was our dream segment. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. So in your guys' like school, did you guys ever have like what is it? A time capsule? Did you guys make a time capsule?
Yeah.
What,
Still
really?
haven't gotten mine.
What do you mean? Like, you guys each made your own?
Yeah. Oh, you meant like you guys all made one and then put it under the ground? Oh yeah, no.
You made a time capsule?
Yeah, but like ours was more like write what you want to be, and then I think like after you graduate or whatever, like 2 years, 3 years after you graduate, like they would send it back to your like house address. And yeah, I never got mine. My friend got his, and he wrote in kindergarten that he was gonna be a lawyer or have something to do with like law, and he ended up being a district attorney, not a district attorney. He's what are those people called that they can sign off on any legal
A notary?
paper? A notary, yeah.
And you never got yours in the mail?
I wanted to be a PIMP with money.
Oh, so but everybody already had got theirs.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't even know what I wanted to be when I was little. I think I said something to do with like music or art. That shit always just seemed cool to me.
Okay. But as a whole like class together, no. Where did you guys bury it? Like in the school grounds or
no?
what?
We just gave it to like the teachers, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll give it to you guys like after you graduate."
Oh, so okay, and it was just a letter, no objects or nothing like that. We didn't do nothing like that. That's pretty cool that you guys did that.
They were setting you guys up for failure. They're like, they ain't gonna have a future.
No, literally, because they didn't give a fuck. Nobody gave us a box, but that's pretty cool. I like that you guys got to do that. But how about this? This is pretty interesting. So apparently, the whole Earth, like Earth in general, is gonna get a black box to record events that lead to the downfall of civilization. So we're already seeing a downfall happen, basically. If not, we're manifesting this shit. And basically, it's like that. It's like a little what are those boxes called?
Time capsule.
Oh, there you go, time capsule. Sorry.
But the thing is, like, it's not them manifesting it, but it is kind of better for it to be that way. Cause think about it, like everything that we're leaving right now, there's nothing like inscribed into any of our buildings, into any of our like anything right now that we have done. There's nobody carving in somebody using an iPhone on a fucking wall, or a coliseum. Like, what the fuck?
They're over here fucking. What? People don't even do anything like that on like rocks and stuff no more, huh? Like,
well, it's
all on
machine.
the cloud and shit. But it's gonna be like a giant steel box, so it's gonna be pretty durable, I guess. But what they want to put in there is like solar panels and stuff like that, just in case like when the climate shit takes over, we at least have something in there, you know?
Oh, so it's not really like a time capsule. It's more like a fucking first responder type shit.
Well, it says with its thick steel walls, battery storage, and solar panels, the developers of Earth's black box, says that the city bus-sized structure will be indestructible to climate crisis itself and is meant to outlive humans. Yeah, I guess so. It is kind of like
So in case we move out of Earth and have to come back, we're like, oh shit.
we have some type of power here and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's crazy. The thing that they're already like, they know that shit's gonna happen.
I feel like we're gonna end
For
up being
sure.
like the 1000
It's the
or like the
100.
100. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was more like a time capsule type of thing. So let's take it this way. Let's take safety wise, like a first response kit. What do you think would be important for it to be in there for sure? Like,
A drone.
to check out what's around you.
Fuck yeah.
You're so smart.
A drone.
I'm over here thinking about a toilet and water.
Fuck that. Like toilet, you can make it anywhere. Water would be actually pretty cool, but instead of a water, get yourself
Oh, they should have like those little
purifiers.
No, oh okay,
A
that
water
too. But no, it's
purifier.
like a water pill basically, where it's like a little capsule of water, and you like it pops in your mouth or something like that.
That's a Orby.
Okay, but yeah, they have those.
I would put like water purifier for sure. Put a drone in there just so you know what's around you. Like you have to make your basically like
How
your
about
area.
if they put guns and knives and stuff like that? Do you think that would be
No.
safe to put in there?
Not guns
I
because
feel like it'll
your
make somebody
gunpowder.
feel like more powerful.
I think yeah, one that and two your gunpowder is gonna be bad. Knives would be a good idea just because of like surviving. What else? I would say honestly like a survival book. Like
To show you a little bit of
either
everything what
Boy
you can
Scout book or like an actual like huge book of just survival.
do. Maybe a book of like organic remedies and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a gardening. I would put a gardening
Imagine
book
they
in
just
there.
have an iPad with all that shit in there. A long
Well,
livable iPad.
Well, you could actually put an iPad and then a generator with a solar panel on top of it.
True.
And then you're chilling. Like you'll have everything right there, but you won't be able to connect to the cloud. And then if the cloud goes down, who knows if you're able to even get signal from the fucking things anymore.
How about like for what were we just talking about, the time capsule? What would you put in a time capsule now? Like not necessarily your personal stuff, but like for the world type of stuff. Something that when we die, our great grandchildren can see how we used to live.
A phone.
I would for sure throw in probably one of our old phones. That's so
I
they
would
could
throw
be
in a
like,
phone.
damn, like, cause like think about it. Our grandparents had the bricks. If we've seen that, we're gonna be like, what the fuck? And now imagine them. They're probably gonna all have like phones in their fucking head. So when they see an actual phone, they're gonna be like, damn, like, you really carried this shit around all day? Like,
Well, I would say a phone just because of the fact that it's like
it has all my music on there. I want y'all to listen to my bops.
okay. No, just because let's say that we don't get further into technology, let's say that we ruin it and go back to Stone Age, like we don't really know what the Egyptians, the Aztecs, like everybody says, oh well, the pyramids could make energy. We don't know if that's true or not.
The way they're all lined up, but right to the stars and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
or like no. Well, they're saying that like the top of it, just like the Luxor does it, like it produces light. They're saying that the
actual pyramids do that.
Can do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know like how far they actually got into literal technology, not just building.
You think we could probably just throw an AI in there and that's like,
Fuck
this is
no.
what we got in here
Hell
so
no.
far?
I feel like AI is gonna kill them.
What else would you want to put in there for the world?
I'll for sure put a phone, a fucking.
It's hard. Cause most of our stuff is like bigger.
Well,
Like
I don't think necessarily bigger. I think it's just like
I would for sure want
eye-opening.
them to have some of our music from now. Like, whether it be English, Spanish, Chinese, friggin' all the races. Like, just because, like, I feel like the music really shows the times in a way. So it's like, I would want them to listen to the music from now compared to the music from them, compared to the music that they're going to be listening to. I think that's something that'll be pretty cool to like look back at and see the difference in. That's if they're not even able to see our music from now.
What would be like a program that you would throw in there? You know how back then everybody had like a MySpace?
Or like a social media network.
Yeah, because like me and the homie were talking one day.
You really think that shit's going to die out though?
Well, no, but like me and the homie were talking about it one day, and like the shit you could do on MySpace is like it was way more advanced than what you could do on Facebook till this day.
Why? Just because you could put a song on there?
Well, you could put a song, like it was just a bunch of different things.
You could more personalize it.
Yeah.
But then again, imagine all the tea that was happening because people are like, you got my man and your best friends. Yada, yada, yada. He dedicated that song to me. I never had a MySpace, but I assume that's how the arguments would
How
go
the
down.
beef would happen.
Yeah. But I think it's pretty crazy. At least like that, they're thinking about everything that's gonna go on and see like what hopes that they have in order to freaking help out whatever happens and whoever's there when it happens. So I mean, I think that's still pretty cool. I guess the government isn't, I'm not gonna say they're still shitty, but they're not that shitty, I guess. But who knows, they might just fucking keep it for themselves and tell the people fuck off, we don't got room for you. But yeah, imagine, that's pretty interesting though. I like that. I think it's pretty cool. At least like that, like when there is nothing, at least there's like that little bit of hope that people are gonna have in order to do that. So yeah. All right, let's not talk about the end of the world no more. Let's talk about the beginning of somebody's world. So there's been a lottery that somebody just recently won. Have you seen that or no? Basically a lottery went on and this girl from Michigan won. And she won 390,000 in this lottery. And basically what happened with her is she's 39 years old and her name is Shayla Kauflin. Sorry, yeah. And it was a Powerball drawing. I'm not sure if there's different types of like lotteries or stuff like that, but I hear about the Powerball a lot. And she was actually just like buying shit online, and then she just got like a 5 lucky for life lottery ticket for the October 9th drawing. So I'm not sure how lottery tickets really work, but that's what she did, you know. Sorry. And so basically it was the very first lucky for life ticket that she ever bought. So people say like she had the beginner's luck or whatever. Basically she bought it $10 worth of tickets. $10 worth of tickets, and she came back with thousands. So basically the only reason why I'm really bringing this up is because she could have had either like cashed it all out at once, or she could have got 25K a year for life. And basically what she chose was 25K. Oh no, I don't think I seen what she chose. Sorry guys, I thought I had this in the notes. But basically what I wanted to ask is, what would you do in that chance? Like, would you cash it all out, pay the taxes and dip, or would you just get the 25K a year for life?
25K a year.
How much do you have to pay in the taxes? Like, is there a certain percentage, or like is it just based on how much you get, or like how does that work?
We looked it up last time because one of the homies bought himself tickets for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going around the yard and he was like, what do you want if I win the $1 million thing? And he told me that he was going to buy me an ATV, a new truck, and a trailer to haul my ATV.
I'm over here like, bruh, chicken wings.
She said, buy me a Wingstop.
For real. You will be my best friend for life.
The taxes on it, he basically came back with like 3/4 of what he actually got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a quarter of everything that you get. But I think, like the other day, we were talking about this one guy that spent all his money, and if you look it up, most of the people that win these lottery things, they will end up broke within less than a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude bought himself like 3, 4 houses, like $1 million houses, like 6, 7 sports cars, shit like that he really doesn't need. And I think like $25,000 a year, that's what it is, or 2,500,000.
25.
25,000. Yeah, I feel like that at least you could be smart enough to put 5,000 of it into investing it somewhere or buying a house, 2 houses, and like I told you, just real estate it. But yeah, I think 25,000, so I don't
I
go
would
too
cash
crazy.
out.
You would?
I would cash out. I would cash out, pay all the taxes, do what I gotta do. Buy a house for sure. Maybe like one that's what, 1,000, 2,000, 200,000. Obviously, like to where I still have a little bit left. So buy the house. And then with the rest, like you said, invest it, and then if there's something that we need at that time, buy that, and then the rest, like, put it to the side. But
Mm.
I would rather do that. That way I could just get it all done and know exactly where I'm at instead of waiting for it. Because what if I die? Not even because of old age. What if I get killed? What if I do some dumb shit and end up doing like, oh, like this bitch walked off a cliff one day trying to look cool for an Insta pic or some shit. Like, at least like that, I know that I made the money worth my while and I got it in my lifetime. And yeah, I could work with it a little bit more.
That's true. That is
What if,
true.
like, okay, let's say further down the line, we're married, we have children, all this and that. If I win the Powerball ticket, would you feel like it would be my choice what I want to do with it, or would you feel like it would be our choice?
Our choice. The fuck?
Honestly.
Period.
Okay, so like if we're saying this to where you're like, no, let's not cash it out, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna cash it out.
Oh, okay. No. At that point, then it's like, yeah, like we're already older. Like, fuck yeah, let me cash it out. We're gonna go crazy.
Okay. What about right now? If we win the lottery right now, and if I win, and I want to do something completely different than what you want to do,
I mean, either way, we get the money.
who's this we?
All right. First of all, I'm gonna go back to my Wells Fargo and I'll be like, here, check all these times I let her send her money. Now send all that money back to me from this thing. I'm gonna be paying. You're gonna be paying taxes back to me. But no, I would just, in a way, you put it in a good.
Would you tell your
perspective.
children if you win the lottery?
Fuck no.
I feel like I would not either. I wouldn't want them to know.
I'd be like, if they ask me, hey, how can we live in a $2 million house? What did you guys do? I don't know, but we're broke as fuck. We got food at home. Don't ask for no McDonald's on the way.
But if you want Wingstop, let me know. But what were we gonna say right now? But the perspective.
Of dying, like, yeah, you could die tomorrow and like you only had that 25,000.
Like, does that roll over to your family?
That's
or
what
no?
I was gonna say. Like, I think you could maybe put it in your will.
Like a beneficiary.
Yeah, because that's kind of fucked up if it's just like.
Yeah, I would definitely cash out, but I don't like how they make it so public. Like, y'all are really letting everybody, they neighbors, they mamas, know who won the lottery. Like,
Hell no. If I ever win the
is
lottery.
that supposed to be public?
Yeah. If I ever win the lottery, trust me, I ain't even gonna know my mama, my neighbors, my friends, none of y'all. I'm buying new everything.
I'm
new
changing
friends,
my, like, if it's
new
like that,
neighbors,
to where they do tell everybody, fuck that, I am changing my name and I'm moving,
changing
like,
area codes.
that's fucking scary. That's a target on your back on some John Wick shit.
Nah. I would hire John Wick though.
I would too.
I would hire John Wick, and I would hire that bald guy from Gotham. I don't give a fuck. Y'all bring your whole squad.
Penguin?
The bald guy.
Oh, it's not Zeke. It's something with the Z. But I know who you're talking about. That fool's crazy.
That fool goes in, huh?
Fuck, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
On the dead homies, that guy goes in.
But yeah, so I would cash out, and yeah, we've already talked about several times what we would buy, but I thought that was like pretty interesting, like how we would break it down at that point in time later
I would buy
on.
the UK and unban the dogs and ban the people that banned them. Fuck you mean?
Fuck you and your grandma. That bitch banned too.
You better dig her up right now.
Oh. That tombstone's mine. All right, let's go to our next.
I'll make her tombstone into a fire hydrant so the dogs will pee on it.
Let's make. Jesus. I will see if I keep it in. So let's go into our next subject. Segment. Let's go ahead and go into this next segment. Fuck.
Sesh.
So let's go ahead and go into this next segment. So with this next segment, it's our period app, and with this period app, it gives us information about our bodies. It gives us questions and scenarios that we can go ahead and have fun with, and while we learn shit. So, like I said, I didn't do a last episode. I completely spaced it. I'm sorry. So with this episode, we're gonna go ahead and start off with some knowledge on our bodies. So, I like this one because it's like, let's say there's younger girls, because let's admit it, a lot of us start getting sexually active pretty soon. So, or we get a little, let's be honest, we all get horny when we're young and all this and that. Not a lot of us, or a lot of people, basically, like, either they were ready to have sex at that age or they were not ready, but they still wanted to, experiment.
I wasn't ready. I went to old boys school.
No, you didn't. Did you?
No.
Oh, okay. So basically, what this one is, I want to bring up, it's 7 non-penetrative sex ideas, and this could also go like when you're on your period and you want to get spicy and you don't want to put nothing in that jelly donut of yours. So basically, it's giving us 7 non-penetrative sex ideas, and so with one of these, it's the 20-minute challenge. And this is what they say about the 20-minute challenge. By making penetration the main course of sex, we take the focus off of all the pleasurable things we could be doing. To tackle this, they recommend to explore the game. To tackle this, Smith recommends really taking the time to explore this game called the 20-minute challenge. So basically, you set a timer for 20 minutes. You and your partner can do anything you want to each other's bodies with consent, of course, except for touching their genitals. I bet it's going to feel like the longest 20 minutes in the world, but it's really good exercise in forcing yourself to explore other things. Things like passionate kissing, touching, even dry humping are great for getting you worked up, and when you're allowed to touch each other, it allows you to experience more pleasure in different ways. So basically, foreplaying for 20 minutes, but you can't touch genitals at all. And I guess that's pretty cute for like when you're on your period, because it's like you can do whatever you want.
I think that's fucked up when you're on your period, to be honest.
Well, for you.
For you.
It is fucked up.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll get blue balls, sure, but like, for you, it's like you get into that whole ass mood and then you're like, bruh.
I know. I'll get bitchy.
So, I mean, it gets the same for both, I guess.
Here's another one. This one says finger on the pulse. A lot of us tend to think of fingering as something we do before we work up to having proper sex. In other words, penetration. But when it comes to non-penetrative sex, those 5 little digits can be your best friends. We can do a lot of things with our hands that are very pleasurable, Smith says. I'm not sure who Smith's is. I'll look up and see just to let you guys know.
I get my ham from them.
Okay. I was about to sock the fuck out of you because I thought you said I get handy from them.
Okay.
So they can be used all over your body, including the inner thighs, outer labia, and some other word. The area between the anus and vulva or penis. So I guess your gooch.
The gooch.
And around the anus. These zones can get overlooked when we default to penetration every time we have sex. Smith points to a study published by Archives of Sexual Behavior that found women who have sex with women report more orgasms than women who have sex with men. I believe it. Fingers have a lot more ability to get into concentrated areas and do different stimulating things. Quote from a penis. You can change the sensation by using different numbers of the fingers, different combinations, using certain motions, adding lubrication, or just increasing and decreasing the pleasure and speed. I believe it when they say that girls give girls more orgasms than guys.
Well, I mean,
Because they know our bodies. They know what feels good.
my brother asked me this when I was hella little, and he was like, "Do you think a guy could get a guy to come faster than a girl?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Why not?" And I was like, "Because that's just odd, like from a straight person's perspective." And he was like, "Yeah, but a guy knows what a guy would like, just like a girl would know what a girl would like." And I was like,
Period.
"Damn, like you would never know unless you try type shit." But then it's like up to the person.
I think it is the same sex relationships
Concept,
could
right?
have more orgasms because they do know each other's bodies more.
But yeah, I believe it. Because you don't have a penis to want to fuck, you more or less want to just touch up on each other, so
And that's basically the only type of penetration unless you use a toy or some shit. Okay. So I'm not saying all the 7. I'm just going to the ones that look more interesting. So I've never heard of this mountain range. So with mountain range, it says masturbating in front of your partner is super vulnerable, says Smith. Either we can show them what we like or we can take their hand and guide them to our bodies. It's very personal, and so doing this together is deeply intimate. So how do you do it? Sit opposite each other with your knees bent. Your partner puts their legs over yours or vice versa to create an M shape. Try being so close your genitals are almost touching. That sounds a little uncomfortable. Or sit further apart for a better view. You can use self-touch or lean over and touch each other. Huh. If you really want to get spicy, I guess you could put on a video. But that's that. I feel like that's uncomfortable to where you get that close, especially if you're like me when you got big ass thighs with a man who has big ass legs. So
okay.
that's why she said either you can get that close or not get that close. All right.
Y'all could do it like COVID or non-COVID.
But I think that's some cool stuff if you don't want to get penetrative, because sometimes let's be honest, for us at least, I know sometimes our vaginas aren't up for it, we're just not in the mood to have anything in there, but we're horny. So it's maybe one night we went really rough, and it's the next day it's ouch. So how about for guys, do you guys ever have a time where you're no, I feel like you guys are just dogs.
What do you mean?
You're always down to get your dick wet. And is there ever a time where you're horny but you don't want to necessarily do anything with your dick, put it in something or anything like that?
No, because then you can't get off for a guy.
What do you mean?
What do you do nothing with your dick at all?
I guess so. Because I'm saying there's times where it's I would want to, but when I tell you bro, don't put nothing. Okay, yeah, basically you don't want to put it in anything, but you're still horny in a way, because that's how girls are sometimes, at least for me personally.
Well, for me personally,
you know how it's
nah.
How dudes are nah, just give me head, that.
Oh, nah.
All of a sudden you understood that one, huh? Fucking asshole.
Well,
Obviously, because all guys are dogs and they all think the same way when it comes to that.
Well, for you guys, it's a mental thing. For us, it's if the boys down there don't get out, then they're gonna start a riot down there.
Okay. So that was more learning about our bodies, guys. Now here's one of our questions that we like having fun with. So today's question is, are you happy with your height? Share the pros and share the cons. So let's start off with saying our heights. I am 5'4", 5'3". I think last time actually I was 5'3" inches, centimeters away from being 5'4". How about you?
I'm 7'2",
Okay.
standing on top of my
How tall are you?
I am 5'11", I believe.
How many more till you're 6 feet?
1.
Oh, let's keep it at 6.
I'm 5'11" till I put my new Timbs on.
Okay, true.
Period.
Shout out to Josie. She got my man some Tims for his birthday. But yeah, he added that extra inch for him to be 7 feet.
6.
6 feet.
Jesus.
Because you said it.
I'm over here like LeBron James.
Okay, so you go first. Share your pros and your cons with your height.
I like my height. I think the only bad thing is like going under like trees and shit, like walking with you.
Mm-hmm.
My lady doesn't give a fuck because she goes under anything. And for me, it's
Like, you're
like,
like,
pop, tree branch, pop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's not too bad. I can see over fences when you camp.
What are your cons? That is
Getting
true
hit in the
because you could
face.
see more shit than I can, even if there's stuff blocking us.
Yeah, getting hit in the face by like trees and shit.
Is there any more pros or cons that you got?
Pros. I feel like I'm just like at a right height. Where
Do you
it's
feel like you look like people will not fuck with you as much because of your height type of shit?
No, I feel like my height isn't too tall where it's like,
Scary.
okay, like he's, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not too sure where it's like, oh, he's small.
He pipsqueak.
I feel like I'm ranger size, like he is to the dogs. Like I'm not a big ass motherfucker, but I'm not the smallest.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
He's fun sized.
Like,
he's not family size or kid size. He's fun sized.
and I like it for the most part. Like I'm only an inch or two shorter than most people, so it's like, bruh, I'm not that short from you. And then for the people that are shorter than me, it's like, bruh, like you can get it too.
Okay. I think for me, I have the same. Your pro is my con. So my con is I can't see over people and I can't see over buildings. For me, it's like I feel like when, especially like,
She said over buildings. I'm not that
I mean,
tall.
not
God
buildings,
damn.
like walls. Like you could see over walls and stuff, and like it's easier for you. But like, a con for me is like I feel like especially with men, because with other girls, like most of us bitches are short. We're all the same height. But when it comes to men, don't get me wrong. I will never like, if I'm in the street, I will not put hands on a man. At least not first, because then that's giving him a reason to whoop my ass. But when it, like, I am still not scared to step up to a man. So it's like that's one of my cons is like they'll look at me, down at me, or like be rude to me, but it's like I'm tiny but mighty. Like I don't give a fuck to tell you something. And I've recently got into a couple of like stings with men, mostly because they think that they could just fucking walk over me, or because it's like I've been going more into the whiter areas, so these white men will like try to treat my little brown self like shit, and I don't let it happen. So that's one of the cons is like people probably like mostly men, like I said, mostly men look down on me and like they would like to get disrespectful when it's like I don't care if I'm tiny, like, you know, step up. Let's see. For sure one of the cons is also like again with men, like I feel like it's more scary because like you see all these like videos and hear about things where like, oh, they put stuff on people's doors, or they literally just grab you and throw you in a fucking van or some shit. It's like if I get two big dudes or one big dude, like he could take me, and then it's pretty scary. Like if, like let's say like for you can see over the car,
Right.
and see like who's next to the door or anything. I can't see over my car. I have to go and look through my windows, if I even can see them through my windows. So that's pretty scary. The pros about it, and then it was like you had to wait forever to get on certain fucking sorry, this has me fucked up. You have to take so long to get on certain rides because of your height. So everybody else can go on, but you can't. And so that kind of sucked. There's no fucking pros to being short. Let's just say it. The pros are, if you can't see, people let you go in the front more. That's why when we go to concerts or stuff like that, I tell you just follow me, because everybody's gonna go ahead and let me go, because they'll be like, pipsqueak. So I could go to the front. People think you're more like pussy, I guess, so they don't see it coming. Another pro I like about it is, I could get like through more things, honestly, if I really wanted to. I feel like it makes like regular stuff seem more like hardcore, I guess. Like when we went parkouring, like I thought that the height was pretty high, but it actually wasn't. So it makes stuff seem a little more cool and scary when it's really not. So I think that's pretty cool too, because it makes like things seem more bigger, so more spacious, I guess. And for you, I bet it's like, bruh, there's no room here. So I think that's pretty cool.
I think another pro of my height is, even though like you don't wear heels, even when you wear boots and shit, like you're shorter than I am.
I think that's pretty cool too. Like that's one of the pros of like being short, is like when you do have somebody who's taller than you, even if you wear those types of things, you still don't look taller. So that is a pro.
I just like it because, like, I don't know, for me, like, I seen some of my uncles have like wives that are a little taller than them. And like to me it's just kind of like funny.
Short kings.
But one day one of my uncles was making fun of the one that got married to a taller person, and she was telling him to go do the dishes, and he was like, "Oh, I'll go right now." And my uncle looked at him and he was like, "Bro, you better go do the dishes before she grabs that hand all the way up from Mighty God and smacks the fuck out your ass."
Okay.
And he was like, my uncle just looked at me. He's like, "Don't worry. She's done it before, but I'm closer to the floor, so it doesn't hurt as bad." I'm like, bruh, you stupid.
She lost the traction of it all, so the force it wasn't that hard. So let's read some of the answers from the girls. One girl said, "I'm 5'1" and I actually like being short. I don't draw attention to myself in crowds because I just blend in. It's the best. I enjoy being small. I really wouldn't have it any other way." I like that. That is a good perk that, like I said, like it's either you can go to the front or you just blend in, and like everybody at that same height level is just looking at each other, and we're just like, I see all you guys up there. You weirdos. All right, one girl said 5'7", so taller but not much. It's helpful at times, but sometimes I'm still too short for things. I'm happy with my height though. Girl, 5'7" is still pretty tall. But I guess for her, it's not tall enough. Put on some heels, honey. One girl said,
"What the fuck do you have to be taller than 5'7" for?" That's my fucking question.
A lot of my friends are actually like around that height. Most of like, it's what's so funny is like with my friends, they're either that fucking height or they're literally like they're either that height. Not many of my friends are my height exactly, or my other friends are like short as fuck, shorter than me, like 4 something type of shit. So I really ain't got nobody my height as a friend.
For me, it's just kind of like, bro, like there's nothing as an adult that you have to be fucking 6 foot 5'10", like
just
to
preference,
do.
I guess. Like models like to be really tall. This one girl said, "I'm taller than most of my friends and even a lot of my teachers. I can't wear heels or I tower over everyone. It's honestly really annoying." I guess it's like being more like
In the view,
self-cautious. Yeah, like I guess she stands out more. That's why the other girl liked being shorter, because she doesn't stand out more. So this girl's 5 feet, and she said, "Of course, everyone knows not being able to reach high stuff sucks, but I also feel like people don't mention how much your neck really hurts when you're regularly interacting with people." I also, true, because when there's times,
lean that bitch back like a low rider.
Literally.
Literally.
So literally, because like when I talk to you sometimes, and I'm like having to look up at you and talk to you, it's fucking annoying when you look up too, because it's like I feel like you're not listening to me, you know, like you're not paying attention to me fully.
Oh god.
And then she said,
sorry,
"I also hate being forced to the front of a group of photos. I am so shy and can't stand being the center of attention, so literally right in the front." Ooh, yes, that fucking sucks. That is definitely, this girl called it, said it. That is definitely one of the fucking cons. Is you have to be put in front of the fucking picture, and that sucks ass. Cause one, what if I'm insecure as fuck? Because I am. I don't want to be in the front. Throw me in the back. I would
Or
like.
no one can see you in the picture. What the fuck?
Well,
She
shit.
said put
We
a
could space each other out to where you can see my face. The fuck. Let's talk about Halloween, and then we'll lead up to this story. How was Halloween for you this year? I think last year was a bust, but this year was better.
This year was better. Last year sucked just because of COVID. Not many kids were out. This year we seen some cool costumes.
There was so many
There was
cute
like
costumes.
a block party this year that we kind of got to see happening.
Oh, we got ran up by the church on Halloween, guys.
I got told that if I died tonight, if I knew if I was going to heaven or not.
That was intense when you told me he told you that way.
He looked intense when he told me that. That's why I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, are you trying to tell me you're going to kill me or something?
The way he said it too, like, so what if you die right now, where you gonna go? Like, bro, I'm getting candy, you're killing the vibe, relax. Like, don't get me wrong, guys, I respect every church and respect everyone's religion, all this and that, but when you try, like, the way you put it that night, it really, like, that's what I want to say. You put it in a way where it's like, I respect it, but I don't respect when they try to scare the religion into you. And that's exactly like the words that I never felt that I could put it into.
Well, yeah, because I feel like a lot of religions take that into act. Like, you're put into religion because you don't want to go to hell. Why don't you want to go to hell? Because they tell you all this stuff to scare you to not want to go.
Yeah, and it's like, though, like that guy, like the people that go to our, like, for me anyways, there was like people that would stand in front of our school and be like, if you're having sex before marriage, you're going to hell. If you're gay, like, they would use badass profanity on these, like, they would go with speakers and signs in front of our school.
Oh, yeah.
And like, what was funny is that they would be in the smoke pit. So in front of the school, it was like this spot where everybody knew people went to go smoke their cigarettes and shit before school. So they were right next to the smoke pit. People were right there just fucking blazing up right next to them. But I don't know if I'll get demonetized or anything like this, but they were literally calling girls, like, they're like, don't be whores, stop exposing your bodies, or if you're gay, don't be a agate, that forward, like, don't be that, or like, they'll just like use such aggressive like tactics like to do this, and they'll be yelling through the mic and like saying it very aggressively and like holding their signs and like telling people stuff through the mics, like how you said, like, are you gonna go to hell today, like stuff like that. And it was like, it was honestly more scary to walk around them than to like be more comfortable walk to them and ask them about God, all this and that.
Just don't try to force it or push it on me.
Yeah, I don't like when people get forceful with their stuff. Like, if what you're doing it because it doesn't align to them, you're wrong. Like, okay, I could easily just say what you're doing doesn't align to me, so you're wrong.
Type
How
shit.
did we get here? I don't know how we got here, but it's getting I don't know how we're gonna wrap it back, but just before you get more off track, sorry.
No, you're good.
The only reason I wanted to talk about this whole GTA scenario, I really don't understand how we got here now. I just wanted to bring it down back to this. So Vegas. Oh, Halloween. We're talking about Halloween night. Sheesh. This has got intense. Overall, Halloween night was pretty cute. It was safe. There was so many kids, like you said, all around. Like, it was like swamp meet vibes. There was so many fucking kids. The costumes were cute. People got really creative with their costumes this year.
Shout out to the fucking parents that made some of these kids' costumes and helped them out.
No,
and
it was creative.
That took them out. Like,
we seen a vending machine. This little girl was dressed up as a vending machine. She had money sticking out of her machine. She had snacks on her belly and stuff.
Yeah, like,
she was a little box.
She looked cute, and like,
all the inflatables were really funny. We seen a lot of sharks. We seen a lot of anonymous games.
Yeah. I mean, it was just cool. Like, this year, me and my lady kind of went for our last year, we believe, trick-or-treating, because it was kind of more of a, we wanted to go see the kids. We wanted to go see, like, the costumes, all this cool shit, you know?
This was the first year where I went trick-or-treating, like, where I went to go get candy, and people were looking at me in such disgust when I was the one asking for the candy. Like, Fucking assholes. What? You don't eat candy too, you old bitch?
Well,
You're telling me you're not inside eating 1 or 2 out the fucking bowl while you're waiting for a kid? Asshole. Sorry,
But-
guys. There was this one particular old lady in general that she's like, you don't even have a bag. Bitch, I do. It's on my man's fucking arm. But just put the candy in my hand and I'm going to go put it in my bag. Fuck.
but yeah, basically,
Fuck your grandma if you know her.
shout out to all the parents that
She still gave me candy though. Sorry.
shout out to the parents that actually helped the kids with their costumes and went out there and fucking took their kids out. Cause
We seen one lady that made like a wagon for her kids. And like on top of the wagon, it had Mario coins. In the background was like the Mario background, and her kids were Mario and Luigi in the wagon. And
yeah,
like
that one was cute.
she crocheted her other baby a little mushroom hat, and it was cool.
Shout out to that one dude that offered us beer.
Yeah, some random dude went up to us and was like, "Do you guys want beer?" Like, I felt so disrespected that he thought we were at the legal age to drink, which we are, but it just hurt my feelings even more that night. That I was like, these people look at us and we're fucking old.
I felt more like he knows the vibe. Some teenagers going to a house right now like, hey, pregame this bitch, bro.
What was funny is that he was so surprised when we said no.
He was like, okay.
Yeah. So, let's go back to October 31st on Tuesday in Las Vegas. Guys, I know you've seen the video. I've known if you live in Vegas, you have to have seen what happened. Let's talk about the guy that was naked and stole the cop car on Halloween night, which is pretty scary. I didn't know it was on Halloween night.
I don't want nobody to get anything wrong from what I'm about to say. If you're going through any self-harm or if you want to just end yourself, like, rethink it, reach out, try to, like, get into a more positive vibe. But this man was trying to do the exact same thing. He was trying to end his life. And instead of just being a peaceful way to do it by himself,
Well,
not getting anybody involved.
Let me give you the whole story before you say anything. So basically, like I said, this happened on Tuesday, October 31st in Vegas. So the way it started is his name is Clyde Cablu. Sorry, guys, I'm really bad with these last names. But his name is Clyde Cabulisian. And they took him in on multiple counts for the incidents that happened that night. So it was on the intersections of Blue Diamond and Buffalo. He was way the fuck out there, but still. So basically, one night, that night, the police got called saying that there was a guy trying to get hit by cars. So he wanted to die that night. He was trying to get hit by all these moving cars. And if you go down there, people are going at least 50. At least. So, well, who knows? That night, everybody knows that, like, on Halloween or on New Year's or, like, any holidays, you drive slower because there's people that are impaired and there's children. So, later on, the police learned that it was actually his brother that called them because he didn't know how to control his brother on what was going on. He said that he might have taken cocaine and marijuana at a party that they went to that night. Might have taken. Fool, you're not gonna say might. If you're gonna say might, you know he did it.
Might as well be like, yeah, that fool did like 2-3 lines
Literally,
and smoked
like,
the joint.
might as well be honest. Like, you already brought it up. Like, they're already gonna look for it. So after that, he suffered a mental breakdown, and that's what led to him trying to kill himself that night. So when the officer got there, he was in a Ford F-150, and he was trying to, like, corral him, like, with his truck to make sure that nobody hit him. So it's like the cop was trying to do it in the safest manner possible to where, you know, hey guys, watch me. Don't come to this intersection. I'm trying to block this dude off. So he tried to, you know, corral him so nobody would hit him. And then he told him, get into the front of my car. Because he wanted to, like, you know how, like, when they book you and they have the cuffs on you, they put you over the car and stuff?
Yeah.
So he was trying to get him to do that, and the guy yelled at him and said no. And once he said no, he rushed to the officer and started punching him multiple times. So he started getting aggressive. When the cop tried, it didn't even look like the cop tried to hit him. It didn't look like the cop reached for his gun. It looked like more he was just trying to hold him. Like, yo, relax. Like, he was trying to just
relax him. Chill him the fuck
like,
out.
calm him down and, like, get him sit still. So basically, At one point, the guy slipped. Clyde slipped out of the cop's hands and jumped into his car, into his F-150, the police truck, and took off. Basically, he went east on Blue Diamond and then went north on Rainbow. And he like at some points they said that they caught him going 60 to 85 miles an hour. At sometimes, like he would just like go up and down basically with this speed. And then he ended up crashing into an SUV that had 2 people inside, and then he tried to run away from the scene, but they ended up catching him and they transported him to UMC cuz he had like bleeding in his brain and some lacerations to his head. The police described him like that he had bloodshot eyes. What does that mean, that you have bloodshot eyes?
Your eyes are red. Around your eyes, it's red.
Well, what does that mean? Because you're high as fuck or something? Or like because of internal bleeding?
High, it could be internal bleeding, puncture to your eye.
So they said that they seen that. They said that they couldn't do a sobriety test for safety reasons, I guess, because he had already fucked himself up a little bit. So it's like, yo, either way, you might not even be conscious enough because you just fucking dented your head. So, but it was pretty obvious that he wasn't impaired to do it. For the people, one person got internal bleeding and the other one had a broken hip, neck, and a wrist, his right wrist, along with liver laceration. I'm not sure what liver laceration means though. Maybe like leaking or something.
It means he got something in his liver cut.
Ooh, poor guy. It doesn't actually say whether it was guys, girls, ages, or nothing. It just says person 1 and person 2. So basically, yeah, he stayed in the hospital till Thursday morning, and he wasn't transported to court right away. But he started facing 2 separate charges for both different things: the crash and stealing the vehicle. And then he's being held right now without bail, and his court date is scheduled for November 7th, which is what, Tuesday, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened on Halloween night, Vegas. I hope everybody's okay. Like my man said, if you're up to that point to where you want to end things, if you're gonna do it in that way where it's like you end up maybe taking somebody else's life,
I think
that's like a whole nother level of like, why, if you're feeling that way, okay, people go through shit, but why are you gonna bring somebody else down with you? You don't know, maybe that person was like that one girl that got killed with her baby because she was pregnant. Like, be careful. At least the brother was like, yo, like, I need to call the cops on my brother right now, like, because most people honestly wouldn't, if like we're being honest,
to that point,
they're
like,
scared of what's gonna happen.
He even got scared of not even what was gonna happen to his brother. Like, fuck it, put him in prison. That's better than him dying right now, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like, being impaired and going through anxiety attacks and stuff like that, like, it can rush you into, like, wanting to harm yourself.
Yeah, maybe he was laced, and, like, let's say maybe he wasn't even trying to end himself that night, like, intentionally. Maybe his intention of the night was, fucking, let me go out with my brother, have a cool time at this party. Oh, shit, I tried coke, got laced. There's so many things that could have gone wrong.
But at the end of it, like, if you are gonna do something, just try not to get anybody else involved.
Maybe he was just so high that he didn't know what he was doing at that point.
I mean, I feel like, yes, you can get to the point where you don't know what you're doing, but at the same time, like, you could respond to what's going on. Like
if you see a fucking car moving right towards you type of shit.
Yeah, like, you're gonna move out the way.
Can I be honest? So I don't think so. I've seen people take drugs. Sorry, guys. Ranger heard about the UK dogs and he got some shit to say. But honestly, like, I've seen people on drugs and I've seen where they run onto the streets, and honestly, it's really like they don't fucking see the cars. Like, if it's not a whole ass car to them, like, it's a pinche mosca's coming my way type of shit.
Well, I mean, like I said, just try not to get other people involved, and if you're gonna go to a party, you guys know that there's drugs, like, make sure that you guys are watching over each other and don't get to that point where it's too much. Like,
yeah, and if you see that maybe something's going south, how about you just fucking, I don't know, there's, at that point, it's like you really just gotta be careful with what you're taking. Make sure you, if you're gonna do some shit, make sure you trust it at least. If not, like, shit, have somebody else make sure you watch that person. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been impaired a couple of times. I've been blacked out, fucking faded off of liquor, and I've tried to jump out of a car. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it hot with you guys. I've tried to jump out of a moving car before, and I've had to have people grab me and make sure I don't fucking jump. Like, when you're impaired, it's like those intrusive thoughts have no control. Like, the intrusive thoughts win, and sometimes it'll do more damage than you really think it is at that time. So just make sure you guys do anything and everything you can to have somebody be safe, not only just for them, but for you and for the people around them. So hopefully Clyde is okay. I know maybe what he did is fucked up, but hopefully he learned his lesson and he's okay. Hopefully the people in the other car are okay. Nobody else got hurt. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool of the cop that he didn't fucking pull out the gun on him or like do anything aggressive. More like he tried to control the situation by protecting him, by holding him down, by trying to do his best. I think that's pretty cool of him, because honestly, he could have just fucking shot him instantly. The second he started swinging on him, he could have shot him. He could have fucking killed him right then and there, but he didn't.
Well, I feel that the cops did act the most professional that they could, and like I said, like, hopefully he is okay, and like the people, mostly the people that got hit from this, hopefully they're okay and they get back to their feet fast. And like I said, for me, like, it's still fucked up, but I still don't like this person. It's still like, I hope that they do indict him in whatever fucking situation.
Like, whatever they find out, hopefully they take the right measures to it all.
Like,
if he needs to get locked up, hopefully he does.
Well, I mean, it's just fucked up to me. Like, you know what night it was. Like, there's kids out. This could have been a bigger accident than what it was.
I wonder if who was driving or whatever, like, how they got to that point. Like, as if he was driving and your brother let you, that's fucked up. And if you guys both were, like, intoxicated, nobody should have been driving to begin with.
Well, I mean, just even when he was driving
Imagine
away from
what
the
Ubers
cops.
deal with and shit when they get somebody who's impaired, or taxi people or bus people. Like, sheesh. Shout out to all the real heroes without capes who make sure people get home safe. All right, everybody. I hope all you guys had a fun, safe Halloween. It was cute seeing all your guys' costumes. I loved it. Let's talk about our costumes. We were Memphis, and that's her name, right?
I believe so.
Memphis and Johnny from Hotel Transylvania. So not many people knew what the fuck I was. They all looked at me like I was a witch. When they seen my man, they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, so
that's that boy.
Shout out to all you guys. Hope you guys did have a fun, safe Halloween. If you guys want to donate some of your candy, I appreciate Kit Kats and Snickers and Jolly Ranchers. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna keep on the run, gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime.
So basically, my question is, I just want to ask couples, what's one thing you've never told him before? It could have been either before you guys were official, while you guys are official.
I can't think.
Like that one secret.
It's like in the back of my mind.
Yeah. If you can't think about that, how about what's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? Like I said, it could have been either before you guys were dating or while you were dating. You just never told him. And you guys won't know each other's answer.
I know, but like I can't think.
No.
Like I told him like everything.
So the question is, what is a secret that you have kept from her? It can be embarrassing or anything, really. She won't know the answer. You won't know her answer.
I can't think of it, Usually we're both like pretty open about it, stuff like that, so we usually don't really keep stuff from each other.
What about an embarrassing moment that you can think of that you haven't told her? Like something happening before you met her or when you guys first started talking.
But I can't think of any really. I think, let's see. Because we were both like doing like dumb shit together, so we were like just being embarrassing like on purpose and stuff like that. So we were just having a good time and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think going back to like keeping it secret, I think that was when we were dating like the first year, I still had like a crush on some other girl, but I didn't bother telling her anything like that. But yeah, it went away. That's it.
Yeah. Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I tell him everything. That I want things sooner than he does.
That seems like something he would know, no? Or you don't tell him. Oh, you don't tell him exactly what you want. Are you waiting for a ring?
I am.
We could put in a good word. We'll put in a good word for you. How about what's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know? Either it could have been like before you guys got together or after, but that one embarrassing moment. We've had girls say like, I've peed myself, I let a little fart get away from me, you know, like stuff like that.
In high school, when I would run track, I would pass gas, and I always called it my gas boosters.
Because you were running away from people, so you're like, that's just gonna stay back there. Yeah. That's how it is.
So the question is, what is one secret you have kept from her? It could be funny, embarrassing, anything.
Look, I'm eating candy.
Oh man, let's see. A secret? I was gonna buy her something, and she just showed it to me this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
She ruined her surprise?
Yeah.
Damn.
So now I gotta find something else.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What about an embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing moment? Let's see. No, most of them that I recall, I've told her. I haven't told her one. So at work, it wasn't embarrassing. Well, a little bit. It was funny. I went to refill the water truck, and when I came back, they asked for me to turn on the PTO, and that's what I did. I turned on the PTO, but I didn't see that the valves were open, so I turned it on, and the guy behind, he got sprayed with water.
All right, so let's talk about the couples. Let's talk about the first couple. The first girl, she didn't know. She didn't have nothing. But her boyfriend, however, he said that he had feelings for another girl while they were dating for the first year.
Shout out to the guys. They heard me last podcast. I told them to step it up.
What do you mean?
Last podcast, we had 3 girls do it and 2 guys not want to.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was, to me,
That's
like,
pretty weird. Like, especially if you guys first started dating, why don't you just like test the waters with both of them instead of making it official?
well, I don't think necessarily that. Like, it could have been an ex that he had a crush on or something like that. But I feel like if it really was the whole first year, like, damn, bro, like.
And he did not look like the type at all.
Yeah, like.
At all. So, I guess, honey, it may even be the quiet, dorky ones, because
Well, to me,
it was giving.
To me, it was just kind of like, damn, like, if you're already moving on and if you're already to another person or if you're already with another person, like, don't be thinking about, oh, my life with, it could have been this with that person, or it could have been, we could have been doing this or whatever. Like, that'll ruin your relationship regardless of, like, be happy with where you're at and in the moment. Like, if that person is not fulfilling it, then move on. Like,
I feel like the girl had something to say, if I'm being honest, and I think she didn't want to say it because her face instinct was like, and she didn't want to say. How about our other couple? Shout out to the other couple. That homegirl, she gave me some of her cotton candy,
if you guys
and it was
hear,
so funny. She was just sharing it with everybody. Like, you want some? I was like, dead ass, because I will get some, bitch. Don't play with me. And I got some.
If
you guys hear my
in the
audio,
background, you guys will hear my lady yell at me, I got some candy.
yeah, in his recording with the guy.
For him, his was kind of funny. Like, there has been situations where I plan something out and then, like, a day later, my lady will hit me with the, oh, you want to go do this with me? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not trying to tell you. I'm just telling you, hey,
or
you
when
have a
I
date
guess
with
my
me.
presents sometimes.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, all right, never mind. Like, I ain't getting you shit no more. Or I ain't going to tell you no more. Like, fuck that.
I think when it comes down to that, homegirl, if he don't want to put a ring on that finger and it's been a minute, leave that fool. And if it's just like, you know what, like,
No.
if he's the type where he's waiting for the right moment, let him be. Let him plan it out.
No, I feel more like Stevie Harvey had the best saying on that.
I mean, Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Stevie.
He had the best. If you know him in the real showbiz, he likes to be called Stevie. for his close friends. You're just not close.
Continue.
But he said for females, you guys have a clock on everything that you guys want to get done. Like, you guys want to have a degree by this age, be pregnant by this age.
We would like to be in our prime in a wedding dress and not saggy titties.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, you guys are like, oh, well, I want a house right now. Then I want a ring. Then I want kids. Then I want a new car. Then I want this. Like, you guys already have all this shit that you guys have planned out that you guys want from little. Like, you guys already know how old you want to be. And for guys, it's like, ours is ran on our money. Like, by this age, I want to be able to have this much money to be able to provide all this for you guys. So your guys' clock is moves a lot faster than our financial clock does.
Like Kodak said. What'd he say? He said, maybe I'm just not your speed, bitch.
Well, like Kodak said, and I quote to this bitch. He said, babe, how about you bow down to me? So maybe you should give my homie the ring. Like, if he ain't ready, maybe you ready.
This is true, though. This is true. What if
Because I feel
you've
like
been waiting for so long? How about you pop the question, and if he really don't want to, then you'll really see, and then you could just walk away.
well, I feel like
You'll make him look like a little bitch,
a lot of circumstances.
in my
like,
point of view.
that question should be something that, like, I know a lot of females are like, no, that's the question that they should ask. They should ask us for the first date. They should ask us for this. Like, we get it, but then at the same time, it's like,
My man back on his equality shit.
well, in a way, yeah, because it's like just the same way, like, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
That's the quote I was looking for last time.
So it's like, if you yourself as a female see somebody that you like, why don't you go up to him and ask him, hey, you want to go on a date with me? If you can see your future with that person, hey, like, I'd like to get married with you one day. Like, really show the interest of it so that person can actually feel like, oh shit, there is a future with you. There is something that you want with me. But for a homeboy, I felt like his shit was funny. Like, if you guys do not know how to run a water truck, basically
He drowned somebody. He
drowned
waterboated
somebody.
him.
Yeah, like,
If you stand behind a water truck, it's like the little rascals when they're putting out the fire with that extreme fucking hose. I was like, woo, and it was carrying the boys.
exactly like that. Like, dude, there's so much pressure behind these equipment that, like, a lot of people don't understand. So, like, if that was a foreman that was walking right next to you and he just got fucking
The
his
water
legs
pushed him.
swiped
Yeah, the
under
water's
him,
gonna throw him a couple feet.
like, bro, you're on your ass. You're wet as a motherfucker. Your day is just done.
He
like,
slid down. He wouldn't have slip a slide.
and
I don't think they would have got him. I think that's so funny. Could you kill somebody like that though? Then they probably would have got mad.
well, if you over drown him, hell yeah.
Oh.
And then if you, like, fall like that, if he would have fell on concrete, hit his neck, head. Like, even with the person that got the hip hit on this accident, a hip replacement or a hip surgery in itself is the most dangerous. Like, one of the most dangerous.
Could that paralyze you?
Well, it can paralyze you, and, like, even the surgery is so hard. Like, Vicente Fernandez, that's what he died from, a hip replacement.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the surgery or what?
Yeah, because they're so fucking
Ooh.
dangerous. Like, they're really dangerous. But it was just funny because, like, if you're a construction worker, you work with these machines, you see how the power that they have. So it's like, bro, like, like he said it, I was looking down. He said I didn't make sure that the truck was closed or nothing. He's like, that was the last guy's job. He's like, I got in there and all the water was just going out. So
Homeboy was flying.
I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
So, all right, guys, that was what happens in Vegas. This week was pretty crazy. Vegas, we need to relax. We're starting to sound like fucking Florida, bro. Chill. How about we chill for a second?
We ain't got shit on Florida. Florida, y'all wild as fuck, my boy.
So, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you have anything to say to these great group of bitches before we go?
Y'all better start throwing your fucking dreams in there before I start showing up in them.
Oh, period. Okay, guys. Link in the bio.
Thanksgiving is coming along, you guys. If you guys want to send some money, some recipe ideas, maybe some fucking pie.
Yeah, send us your guys' favorite recipes, or
Like
maybe a weird like craving.
Let me
or
know
something
what
that
you
you have
guys
during there. Something you mix. Maybe you put the turkey with some fucking like hot Cheetos or something. Not just Lily. Lily does that, FYI, guys. But let me know what you guys like.
And let me know what you guys do for Thanksgiving. It's a family day, you guys. I want to know what you guys actually do.
Do you guys have, maybe you guys play games? Do you guys tell stories? Like, what do you guys do on that day? Bring us into your Thanksgiving with us. With you guys, sorry. So if you guys, we're on every single platform you guys want to listen to us. Every platform, and I mean it. I put it to where you guys can listen on anything that you guys use, no matter what type of subscription you guys have. 100% free to all of you. So if you guys listen on YouTube, for example, please like, comment, share, subscribe, ding 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 that bell so you guys get notified when our YouTubes are up. If you guys have me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you guys can leave a review and 5 stars on there. Please do so. Give me an honest rating. If you don't think I'm 5 stars, put the rating. It still helps me out. Still gives me interaction. If you want to hate, give me 1 star. Fuck it. Stamp that 1 star on my fucking forehead, bro. You guys can also go to my Google Forms and drop your own dreams. Drop your own little 2 cents on something that we talked about today. Ask for advice. Drop a confession.
Drop your grandma's confessions.
Grandma probably told you something before she went away. Oh, speaking, sorry if that was a joke. I hope you guys had a good Dia de los Muertos too. Hope everybody was able to just remember the ones that we've lost. We're able to talk to them a little bit. We're able to grieve with the family and, you know, just have a little celebration on the dead and celebrate you being alive. That's the way I like to see it. Other than that, yeah, you guys, on every single platform, like I said, the Google Forms, please drop something in the Google Forms. It's 100% anonymous. We also have questions on Spotify. I put questions on there that you guys can answer after you listen to the episode. They relate to the episodes, and you guys can also answer that right there. And those, I do know who answers them, so just be aware. I will not share them with anybody unless you would want me to go ahead and share it on the podcast. You could leave a little note like, hey, leave this on the podcast for me. And I will not say who it's from or anything like that. I will not judge you for your answer. If you're a true close friend of mine, you know I am not one to ever judge. I appreciate it. I don't like to judge because I don't like when I'm judged either. And I appreciate the fact that my friends don't judge. And, you know, it's a safe zone all around me. So other than that, I hope you guys had beautiful holidays and stay safe, everybody. Peace out, bitches.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel.